But then the tax man wanted last year's money. And after catching in everything I had to pay them, and what I really should have done was gone bankrupt from 2017, and I still would have had a £2 million. I could have done whatever I wanted with it, but because what I didn't want to do is to be seen not to be paying it.
Yeah.
So of course people think, oh, he's not paying tax, he's not paying tax. From 2017, I've been paying everything I actually had. I've cashed in everything, whatever house I had, so all I've got is my house. So I've everything I physically can. And I thought I got down to the last year, and I thought, okay, I'm going to owe 1 year, which is obviously last year's tax. But it'll be okay because I've been seen to be paying it off. But because they were being overly aggressive, they said, we want this, which is eventually why I had to go bankrupt. Literally, I don't know, 4 months ago, 6 months ago, which really people said, well, I should have done it and just kept the money and whatever. Because I see people go bankrupt and still have houses and cars and stuff like that. And I don't have it. I've got my house and a car, but I haven't got any investments anywhere because I've cashed it all in. Because I really want people to know, because I see how hard it is for people all over. You know, they can't even pay their heating bill and stuff. And here am I having money and now not paying the tax. So the only reason I did it was because of that. So, but you know, that's life. And
was it the advice on the investments? Because that's my pride.
Right, no, but right back then, people you knew, stuff like that. You know
yeah,
what
but
I mean?
then they say to you, yeah, it's okay, have a phone him because he's involved, and then it's credible names.
Listen, that's why you look at footballers now and the advice they get from their 12 and 13 and 14, and they're proper people involved. Don't forget when we were playing, they were like mates who knew somebody type of thing. It wasn't really, you know, that structured in terms of, and the club themselves also put you in touch with people who can look after you. Whereas back then, you know, I remember even when I first got an agent, they were like, an agent, well, you don't need an agent. You know, I mean, the way that clubs were, the clubs used to just, you know, I won't say they abuse players, but I remember sometimes they would say, to Stephen Nicol once, I don't know who it was, said to Stephen Nicol, listen, the contract's there for you to go and sign. Just go and sign it. You only go just to go and sign the contract, you know. Yeah. So, and all agents did was do the contract, and that's it. There's no outside, you know, endorsements and stuff. Whereas once that started, and you have money coming, because your salary was always taken care of, because it's obviously, you know, the club gave it to you. But once outside investments come in, all kinds of people come out the woodwork. Yeah. And I think we have to sift through all of them, which this V-level people went through, and mine was a little bit before them. But mine had been going on for a long time because I'd just been paying every single, it wasn't a one-off.
Yeah.
You know, so for example, 2017 I was paying off from 2012, 13, 14, then 2018 I was paying off all the way up. So really trying to play catch up until last year when I had caught up to 1 more year